What can you do with a disc? Part 1, what can you do with an audio disc? Well, if we're going to talk standard devices like stereos, boomboxes, portable CD players, car stereos, you can play them. You can play them straight through. You can flick between different tracks that are available, or you can rewind or fast forward through the track until you get to the part that you want to listen to. Well, if you're on a desktop or a laptop computer, there are some other options besides playing, which you also can do on a home computer.
Start window, search with Word, app, Windows Media Player Legacy, app, Windows Media Player Legacy, library, file submenu, alt plus play slash pause control plus pp, CD drive, D, MP3C, CD drive, E, high story, pass, Windows Media Player Legacy, library.
Oof. Obviously, we're not going to play the whole thing because copyright.
Desktop list, recital pin 1.
But yeah, you can play your CD on a home computer, and you have all the same options. Like I said, flipping from track to track or rewinding and fast forwarding within a track. But we have some other options too, some more neat options. For example, we could take the tracks on a disc and rip or convert them to standard audio files that we can use both on a computer and external devices that support audio playback, like MP3 players and phones and things like that.
Start window, search box, edit, search.
For this one, even though we can use AnyBurn, for this one, instead of using Windows Media Player, which we can use, for this task, I'm going to use AnyBurn.
Level, AnyBurn, app, press right to switch preview. AnyBurn dialog, burn image file to disk button.
And I'm going to tab through some of these options.
Burn or append files / folders to disk button. Burn audio CD from MP3 / M4 / flex eraser writable disk button. Copy disk to image file button. Copy disk to another disk button.
Now this one is a multi-purpose tool for burning and managing disks.
Rip audio CD to MP3 / flex /8 / log button.
And this is the one we want.
Press AnyBurn dialog key. Please insert an audio CD in the drive. OK button. Rip audio CD dialog source drive.
I know it's a virtual drive, so you want to flip out. The one we want is E.
AnyBurn dialog animation. Rip audio CD dialog source drive. Property page source drive. Combo box E. Audio CD disk. CDR collapsed.
And I'm gonna press
Button. Combo box E. Audio CD disk. CDR collapsed. Property page 01 sample track title.mp3 select a folder for ripping. Combo box MP3 collapsed.
Yep, that's
Start
the
window,
one we
search
want. We
rip
want
audio CD.
MP3.
Config button.
We already have our preferred settings configured.
Combo box multiple files collapsed.
Configured. That is not a word.
Edit blank.
Alright.
Button.
Now I'm gonna choose the folder where I want these saved.
Press browse for folder dialogs. OK but cancel button. Preview Windows C. Expand level 3 easy data collapse 1 of level 2 Windows C. Level 1 music collapse 1 of 15. Rip audio CD dialog. Edit selected less track number greater less track title greater.
And then that's the part where we format how we want the file names to be written.
Button. Less back button mode plus rip now button. Press unavailable. Property page information. Progress. List 1 list 0%.
Okay, so this is going to take a while. So when this is finished, I'll be back. Toodles. Well, here we are back again. We finally have our CD ripped, so let's go check out and see what happened.
This PC, File Explorer, item view list, beat, preview. This PC collapsed 11 of 13, level 1. Music, pin, not check 7 of 13, level 1. Item view list. 01 screen not selected. 1 of 17. 03 string. 04 05 06 07 money 7 of 7. 08 come together 8 of 17. 09 you are not of 10 times of 10 of 17.
That looks good.
11 tab 12 2 13 14 15 library 16 of 17. 01 screen 1 of.
Yep, there we go. All our tracks. Not only was the CD ripped, but it made individual MP3s out of the tracks, which is standard procedure when ripping a CD. However, some programs, like AnyBurn, give you the opportunity, if you so desire, to have your entire album ripped as a single MP3. Works in some cases, but I like having my tracks individualized in the ripping process, although there are some instances where it's better to have them in a single track. For example, like one of those DJ compilations that are gapless, and you don't want there to be any gaping or gapping between tracks, so you just go and do the single file dance. Anywho, let's go check out one of these in MP3s.
Now playing.
Alright, again, just like earlier, not gonna play the entire thing for copyright reasons, so.
Music, File Explorer, items view list, 0.
So, there we are. MP3s. Perfect. Well, not exactly perfect because of the process of compression that happens in some audio file types, like MP3. There are other file types where the process of ripping makes sure that it is lossless. So basically what you hear in the CD version is what you're going to hear in the digital file version, which is great if you want to burn a CD or if you're an audio freak and you like things the way you like things. But there is another way to get an exact copy of a disc, and not just an audio disc, like also CD-ROMs and other discs like DVDs and video games, provided that you have protection software that'll decrypt your disc.
Desktop list, recycle bin 1 of 4. Secondary desktop 4 of 4.
So you can also, the same goes for audio CDs, and you can make disc images of them.
Start window, search box edit, search for apps, settings, and documents blank. AnyBurn, app, press right to switch preview 1 of 1 left.
Actually, wait, I did not close AnyBurn, I just put it in the background, so let's Alt-Tab.
AnyBurn row 1 column 1 1 of AnyBurn dialog, burn image file to disk button. Burner append file / burn audio CD from erase your writable disk button, copy disk to image file button.
And this is the one we want.
Property page, select image file type, select source drive, enter password, combo box, E, audio CD disk, CDR collapsed.
Okay.
Button. Combo box, E, audio button, edit selected C, user written events documents audio CD.bin.
Right, so
Button.
now we're going to designate the file name and destination
Print. Save as dialog.
like you would.
Items CD burner XP preview, Britney, personal, OneDrive, select music, bin. Items view list, libraries not selected 1 of 2.
And then we're going to go to the file name field by pressing Alt-N,
File name.
and we're
Combo
just
box.
going to type in HISTORY.
Create image file from disk dialog. Property page, select image file type. Select source drive. Enter password. Button. Combo box CDR win images. .bin/.q. Collapsed. Less back button. Alt plus T. Create now button. Press available. Property page information. Progress. List 1 list.
And now, here we are another ripping, well, not exactly ripping because it's not being converted, more like it's being copied. And this is another process that will take a few minutes. So again, I must leave you. But trust me when I say I'll be back. Toodles! Okay, so let's check out what happened during our disk image session.
This PC, File Explorer, Items View List, CD-ROM Drive, D, MP3s not preview. This PC collapsed 11 of 12 level 1 music, pin, not check set. Items View List, 01 screen not selected 1 of 19.
Okay, so now we're gonna go down.
Playlists, night library, history 17 of 19. History.bin 16 of 19.
Okay, so there are two parts to this. There's a bin file, which is the actual image, and a Q file, or a Q sheet as it is called, which is basically a map to what is in the actual image. So these are great for burning exact copies of discs, like I said, besides audio CDs. Basically, it gives you everything in the disc. So if you had one of those CDs that didn't just have music on it, but had things like behind the scenes videos and interviews and stuff, and you wanted to burn the whole thing, you take your disk image. Well, first you create a disk image, and then you take your chosen software and you burn it. Well, what if you wanted to play it? What if you wanted to play your disk image? Well, there are a few ways to do that. The first way is to go in to a virtual drive, like one that I have set up called IMG Drive, which is from the company Yubsoft.
Desktop list, secondary desktop.
So one way to mount a file to virtual drive.
This PC, File Explorer, Items View List, CD-ROM Drive, D, MP3s not selected 1 of 2. This PC tagged selected.
So I already have something mounted to this one, so first I'm gonna...
Copy sequence from top of window. Context menu.
I don't have to do this, but I unmount it.
This PC, File Explorer, item.
Then I'm gonna go...
Top of window, show more options, double, context menu.
And I'm gonna press M.
Open dialog, file name, combo box collapsed, edit Alt plus N lang.
And it's gonna give me a standard file open dialog box.
Item Diva disk not select preview, Britney, personal, OneDrive, collapsed 3 of 11 level 1.
And
music,
I'm gonna go into the music folder where I stored my image.
Items view list, history not selected 1 of 3. Selected.
And there is...
Number edit red, title edit red only, title cop num history.
This is the Q file that I'm going to mount instead of the raw bin file.
This PC, File Explorer, Items View List, CD-ROM Drive, D, 1 of 2, CD-ROM Drive, D, Audio CD.
The raw bin file being the actual image. There are some programs that will only allow you to interact with the Q file, which again, Q sheet, as it is usually called, that's the roadmap so that the program you're using knows what thing is what and where things are and blah, blah, blah. If it does not want to interact with a raw file.
Desktop list, secondary desktop 404.
Okay, so now we have this imaginary disk loaded as if it is an audio CD. So let's see what happens if we go back to Windows Media Player and try to play our image.
Start window, search box edit, work, Windows Media Player Legacy, app, press right to switch preview 1 to 1 level 1. Windows Media
Alright,
Player
there we
Legacy,
go.
right.
And then we're going to go to the play menu
Play slash pause control
with
plus
Alt
PP.
P, then press the letter D for disk.
Windows Media Player Legacy, library.
Oh! Well, look at that. And of course I could do... I could do all of my and flip through them and rewind and fast forward. Even though I forgot which key is fast forward. let's see.
Play/pause control stop. Play speed unavailable. VCD or CD audio. Previous control plus TV. Next control plus FN. Rewind control plus shift plus D unavailable R. Fast forward control plus shift plus F unavailable up. Shuffle control plus HH. Play sub menu.
Well, that's unfortunate. So, and there you go. Standard
Desktop list. Secondary desktop 404.
audio CD procedure. Even though it's not a physical disc, it behaves like a physical disc because it's an exact copy of the disc. It's not individual tracks that we put in a playlist. It's not a single file with every last bit of audio from that disc saved as a standard audio file. It's an exact copy. And obviously, because the machine thinks that we're dealing with a physical CD, we can also use other media players to play this disc.
Start window. Search level 1 VLC media player. Add. Press right to switch preview 1 to 1 level 1.
Come on.
VLC media player 01 column 1 1 to 1.
Come on, don't make a liar out of me. Come on. Oy, 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 oy.
Landscape.
There we go.
Open media dialog. Show more options. Alt plus P menu. Disc selection grouping. DVD radio button checked. Blu-ray radio button checked. Audio CD radio button checked. Button player for playlist is empty. Audio CD track 02. Via audio CD track 03. Audio CD track VLC media player.
And there we go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which which media player we use to play the disc, because the media player is not interacting directly with the image. It is mounted in a virtual drive. But there are some programs, for example, FooBar, there are some media players that can interact directly with an image. So I am going to go back.
This PC, File Explorer, Items View List, CD-ROM Drive, D, Audio CD not selected 1 of 2, this PC selected. Copy C Control plus C 1 of 1, pop-up window, show more options, this PC, File, CD-ROM Drive, D, Audio CD 1 of 2, CD-ROM Drive, D.
And there we go. You can see, you heard it from the horse's speaker, that the disk image is unmounted. So we're going to go
Desktop list, second,
check out FooBar.
search window, search box, edit, search for apps, set, Firefox, add, Hoover 2000, add, Hoover 2000, Hoover 2000 V2.1.6, dialog, playlist list.
And we're going to press Control plus O.
Open dialog, file name, item Chloe Knox of preview, command module tool, preview, Britney, personal, music, pin. Items view list, 01 screen not selected 1 of 18.
All right, so now we're going to go down.
Playlists 18 of 18. Library 17 of 18. History 16 of 18.
And there we go.
15 history 16 of 18.
This is the cue sheet, and this is another one of those programs that will only interact with the cue sheet instead of the raw image file. So let's press enter on this.
Number 02 history Hoover 2000 dialog.
Have you seen my childhood?
And there we go. And I had it on shuffle. Oh my goodness. So there you go. If you have a program or a media player program
Taskbar.
like FooBar that can interact directly with images, then you never need to use a mount-a tool. But they're still good to have for our next step. So let's pretend.
This PC, File Explorer, Items View List, CD-ROM Drive, D, not selected 1 of 2. Preview, details button show I, preview, this PC collect. Music, pin, not check 7 of 11 level.
Don't be difficult, computer.
Items View List, 01 screen not selected 1 of 19. Playlists 19 of 19, not selected. Libraries 18 of not selected. History 17 of 9, not selected. History.bin 16, not selected. 15 Smile 15 of 19.
Let's delete all of these and pretend that we never made this rip.
Delete multiple items dialog. Are you sure you want to permanently delete these 15 items? Yes button mode plus what? Music. File explorer. Items view list. History.bin not selected 1 of 4.
Alrighty, so they're deleted.
Desktop
They're
list.
gone. I shift deleted it, so they're permanently gone. Not in the recycle bin. Can't get them back. Oh, but I really like that CD, and I really wanted to put it on my iPod, and I accidentally deleted it. Well, there are a few ways that we can quickly get it back. One of them is by, let's mount
This PC. File
Let's mount our image and see if we can't get it back, get the MP3s back that way.
selected. Copy C control plus pop-up window. Show more options W8 of 8. Context menu. Open dialog. File name. File name. Combo box collapsed. Item history not selected 1 of 3. Selected. This PC. File explorer. Items new list. CD-ROM drive. D. 1 of 2. CD-ROM drive. D. Audio CD.
Alright,
Desktop list. Secondary.
so we just mounted what the computer thinks is an audio CD. Let's go to Windows Media Player and see if we can't get our MP3s back.
Start window. Search. Word. Add. Press. Windows Media Player Legacy. Add. Press. Windows Media Player Legacy. Library navigation page review. Level 0 music collapsed 4 of 9.
First of all, I'm going to check to see if
Download submenu D. Options dialog.
I'm going to check some of my settings real quick.
Dialog specify their use. Dialog specify settings for CDs. Displayed. Dialog specify file name. Button mode plus grip settings grouping. Format. Combo grip CD automatic check CD. After ribbon checkbox not checked Alt plus E. Checked. Audio. OK button. Cancel button. OK button. Press. Error dialog. The settings for ribbon music could not be applied. OK button.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Windows Media Player Legacy. Library navigation page review. Music collapsed 4 of 9 level 0.
Oh well, we'll live. Okay.
Windows picture 6 of 9 level 0.
Okay, we're in our library, so let's arrow down to the CD drive.
High story. Past. Present and future. Book I disk 2. D. 7 of 9 level 0.
Okay, so obviously even though this is a standard audio CD, which normally has no label that gives us any clue to what it is, because we're connected to the library, because we're connected to the internet, Windows Media Player can pull up that information and display it wherever it applies.
Context menu.
Now, I'm going to right-click it with the Applications key.
Open unavailable O. Play P. Rip CD to library R.
Oh, well, look at that. Let's see what happens.
Windows Media Player Legacy dialog. Close button.
Ooh.
Web button Alt plus W. Edit read only multi-line selected. Windows Media Player cannot rip 1 or more tracks from the CD. Close button.
Oh, dear.
Read Windows Media Player Legacy. Library navigation page review.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Desktop list. Secondary desktop 4.
Well, you remember that any burn can also rip audio CDs.
Start window. Search window. Left. Any burn. Add. Press right. Any burn dialog. Burn image file to disk button. Burner append files / folders to disk. Burn audio CD from MP3 / M4 as the erase rewritable disk. Copy disk to in. Copy disk to another. Rip audio CD to MP3 / black / ink / WAV. Button. Press. Any burn dialog D. The file format is invalid or unsupported. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, boy. 0 for 2. Oh, dear.
Rip audio CD dialog.
Oh,
Source.
that's okay.
Button. Combo box. D. Audio. Exit button. Next greater button mode plus less back button mode plus D. Press. Rip audio CD to MP3 / black.
That is quite okay because I have one more trick up my sleeve. So we're going to use a feature in AnyBurn that allows you to extract the files from a disk image. But obviously, because there are no files on a CD, on an audio CD, just markers that lets the computer or the device you're playing it on know which track is which and when things start and end, Well, I wonder what'll happen if we use the browse/extract on a disk image derived from an audio CD.
Convert image file format button. Create image file from files/folders button. View drive/disk information button. Please select the task. Proving. Create bootable USB drive but browse/extract image file button.
Oh, there we go.
Press. Select an image file. Proving. Select an image file. Edit blank.
Just to be on the safe side, let's unmount.
This PC. File Explorer. Items view list. CD-ROM drive. D. Audio CD not selected. 1 of 2. This piece selected. Copy sequence. Pop-up window. Show more op. This PC. File. CD-ROM drive. D. Audio CD 1 of 2. CD-ROM drive. D.
And now the drive is empty.
Browse/extract image file dialog. Select an image file. Proving. Select an image file. Edit blank. Button. Pressed. Open dialog file. Items history. Bin not selected. 1 of 4. Selected.
Oh, there we
Browse/extract
go.
image file dialog. Select an image file. Proving. Button.
Now you notice that AnyBurn allowed me to click on the raw bin file. Unlike most programs that only allow you to use the Q file to interact, like when I was mounting or playing the image with FooBar.
Left back button Alt plus B. Next greater button Alt plus N.
Now I'm going to tap this next button and we're going to see what happens.
Read AnyBurn dialog. Animation. Browse/extract image file dialog. Property page image file. C. Users written events music history. Bin. Button. Button. Button.
We still have a little ways to go.
Slider 0. Button. Edit read only selected C. Users written events.
Well, it didn't, the computer didn't yell at us. It didn't give us
Left
any
back button,
errors.
Alt plus B.
So let's see what happens.
Next greater button Alt plus N.
Let's tap this next button.
Press. Property page 01 sample track title.mp3 select a folder for ripping. Combo box MP3 collapsed.
Well, look at that. A standard ripping window. Who knew that would happen? Well, secretly I did. Or else I wouldn't have shown it to you.
Config. Button. Combo box multiple files collapsed.
And of course, there's our standard combo of whether we want single files per track or do we want it all to be in one.
Edit blank.
Now we're going to say where we want it ripped.
Button. Press. Browse for folder type OK button. Cancel but preview. Windows. C. Expanded 1 of level 1 music collapsed 1 of 14. Browse/extract image file dialog. Property page 01 sample track title.mp3 select a folder for ripping. Button. Edit selected less track number greater less track title greater. Button. Less back button Alt plus B. Rip now button.
And let's see what happens. Now this time, I'm not going to pause it because it's not a physical optical piece of media. It's just an imaginary CD according to the computer. It's not going to take as long to rip as the physical CD did.
Pressed. Unavailable. Property page information. Progress. 0% extracting. 01 stream.mp3. List 1 list. 0%.
It might take a little long, but again, not as long as it took when we ripped the actual physical CD.
20%.
Shh.
30%. 40%. 50%. 60%. 70%. 80%. 90%. 100%.
And there we go, 100%.
8:55. Message. Extracting image file finished successfully. 16 of 16.
So that's 8:55.
8:54. Message. Extracting track number 01 to 01 stream.mp3.
And we started at 8:54. Well, look at that. When we did the original ones, when we were copying and ripping the physical media, I was gone for a good 4 to 5 minutes. But this one literally only took a moment.
Desktop list. Secondary desktop 4 of 4.
So
Cycle pin 1 of 4.
that is a good way to get from A to B, making exact copies of optical media, and then using disk images to convert them from one format to another is a faster way to get it done. It's fast, it's convenient. Not only can you use them to burn them and make physical copies, but you can also listen to them using the media player of your choice. If you use virtual drives like IMG Drive from Ubsoft, or if you play them directly using any media players that support disk image playback like FooBar 2000. I hope you enjoyed yourselves today, and I hope you'll come back for part 2, which will be what can you do with a blank disk? See you next time.